Hello kids! The story we're going to read today is called Comet the Fairy Dog. Comet the Fairy Dog. This book is about me, Comet the Fairy Dog, and I hope you like it. This is what I look like. I am bigger than a bee and smaller than a mouse, and I can fly. This is me, actual size. The first thing I did was get born. I was a helpless baby. Fairy dogs have one puppy at a time. At last, my eyes opened and I saw my mother's soft, kind face. Fairy pups open their eyes at 2 weeks old. I began to grow. Soon I could walk. I spent all day with my mother. This is a picture of my mother flying me around on her back. Then I learned to fly. Fairy pups fly at 3 months old. I wanted to fly and fly. I learned lots of other things too. Baking, sharing, reading, making light, hiding, knowing friends, knowing enemies, drawing, finding my way, camping. Fairy dogs shine when they move their wings at night. But flying was the best. Our home was an old shoe, cozy and clean, under a blackberry bush. I loved it, but it would not be my home forever. When I was 1 year old, it was time to find a home of my own. I said goodbye to my mother. "Good luck, Comet," she said. Then I flew out into the world. I flew away from our shoe, over the blackberry bush, past the oak tree, to the stream at the end of the garden. There I saw a boat. "What a great home!" I said. I cast off and sailed down the stream. Faster and faster we went, until suddenly the boat tipped over. Phew, it was a good thing I could fly. "That boat wasn't a great home at all," I said. So I tried an old nest with lovely views, but it was too spiky and wobbly for a fairy dog. An empty rabbit burrow. It was nice and cool, but too wet for me. A bird box. It was happy and friendly, but too crowded for a fairy dog. A clean and cozy tree hollow. It was too noisy for anyone except Owl. Somewhere in the garden is the perfect fairy dog home for me, I thought. I flew all around the garden, looking for a new home. Suddenly I heard a twig crack. Meow! Wicked Cat leaped out of the lavender bush, slashing her claws at me. Phew, it's a good thing I can fly. I zipped off in a flash. Wicked Cat chased me. I flew faster. Then it began to rain. Disaster! Now, how was I going to escape from Wicked Cat? Fairy dogs can't fly when their wings are wet. "Quick, this way!" squeaked a little voice. "Wicked Cat hates thistles." It was a grey mouse peeping out from the thistle forest. I ran after her into an upside-down flower pot. The flower pot was cozy and clean. The rain pattered on the roof like a friendly drummer. I sat with my new friend, safe and dry. It felt like home. And now it is home. It is my fairy dog upside down flower pot home. I live near lots of friends. Do you know one thing fairy dogs love about living near friends? Visiting. Swallow, Snail, Grace, the house dog, Angel, the baby rabbit, Owl, Grey Mouse. Sometimes I visit Mom in the old shoe under the blackberry bush. Sometimes she visits me in my upside-down flower pot home in the thistle forest near the shed. And sometimes we go for a fly. The end. Comet the Fairy Dog. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye, kids.